Do you ever wonder why some men effortlessly command attention while others seem to get overlooked? Ever wonder why women seem to spot certain qualities in a man instantly, qualities that you might not even realize you're giving off? Well, the truth is, women have a unique ability to read a man's energy, his body language, and even his subtle behaviors in ways that most men never even think about. They can tell when you're strong and when you're weak. And it's not just about physical strength. It's about your mindset, your confidence, and how you carry yourself. Here's the problem. If you don't realize the signs, you could be broadcasting weakness without even knowing it. That means missing out on opportunities, losing respect, or worse, being overlooked entirely. And I'm not talking about your muscles or your looks. I'm talking about the internal signals that give away how you really feel about yourself. So, what are these hidden signs that women instantly notice? How do you avoid looking weak without even realizing it? Stick around, because today we're breaking down the 6 signs women instantly know you're weak, and most men have no clue they're even doing it. Ready to find out what they are? Let's dive in. 1. Weakness is silent, but women can hear it loud and clear. Listen to me. You don't have to say a word. Your energy speaks for you. The way you walk, the way you carry yourself, the way you hesitate when it's time to make a decision. Women don't just see it, they feel it. Strength isn't about muscles, it's about presence. Stand tall, speak with conviction, and move with purpose. Because if you don't believe in yourself, trust me, she won't either. Listen to me. Before you say a single word, before you even introduce yourself, people already have a sense of who you are. Your energy, your posture, the way you carry yourself, it all speaks volumes. And women, they pick up on that faster than you think. See, weakness isn't about being physically small or soft-spoken. No, weakness is hesitation. It's doubt. It's the way you shrink yourself in a room full of people, the way you second-guess your words, the way you avoid eye contact because you don't fully believe in yourself. But here's the truth. You don't have to stay that way. Confidence is a choice. Strength is something you build, something you develop every single day by the way you move through the world. So how do you change the energy you give off? How do you replace weakness with strength? It starts with your posture. Stand tall, shoulders back, head high. Not in a way that forces arrogance, but in a way that commands respect. The world mirrors what you put out. If you move like a man who believes in himself, people, including women, will believe in you too. Next, watch your voice. Do you mumble? Do you trail off like you're afraid of being heard? A strong man speaks clearly. He says what he means and means what he says. You don't need to be loud to be powerful, but you do need to be firm. When you speak, let your words carry weight. And what about the way you make decisions? Indecision screams uncertainty. Uncertainty signals weakness. Don't be the guy who always says, I don't know, what do you think? No, make a choice and stand by it. Even if it's something as simple as picking a restaurant, own your decision. Strength is about leading, not waiting for others to take charge. Now let's talk about eye contact. A weak man avoids it. A strong man holds it. Not in a way that intimidates, but in a way that shows he is present, grounded, and in control. When you look someone in the eye, you tell them, I see you, and I'm not afraid to be seen. Lastly, carry yourself like you matter, because you do. The way you walk, the way you enter a room, the way you shake a hand, it all tells the world what to think about you. You don't need to act like the toughest guy in the room, just move with certainty. Walk like a man who knows where he's going, even if you're still figuring it out. Women don't just see strength, they feel it. And when you step into your power, when you start carrying yourself with confidence, the world around you changes. So stand tall, move with purpose, speak with conviction. Because strength isn't about being the loudest guy in the room. It's about knowing exactly who you are. 2, indecision is a sign of a man who can't lead. You hesitate, you fumble, you look around for approval. Guess what? She's already decided you're not the man she's looking for. A strong man doesn't wait for permission. He knows what he wants, he makes a choice, and he stands by it. Stop second-guessing yourself. A man who can't make a decision isn't just weak, he's invisible. Listen, life doesn't wait for you to make up your mind. It moves forward, with or without you. And if you hesitate, if you second-guess yourself at every turn, if you're always looking around for someone else to make the call, you're not leading, you're following. And women, they see it instantly. A man who can't make a decision sends a clear message: I don't trust myself. And if you don't trust yourself, why should anyone else? See, strength isn't about never being wrong. It's about having the confidence to make a choice and own it. You ever been out with a woman and asked, so what do you want to eat? Then she says, I don't know, whatever you want. So you go, I don't care, you pick. Now you're both sitting there, going back and forth, frustrated, wasting time. That's weak energy. A strong man takes charge, not in a controlling way, but in a way that removes uncertainty. He says, let's go here. Trust me, you'll love it. That's leadership. That's confidence. And confidence is magnetic. So how do you fix indecision? First, stop fearing mistakes. A lot of men hesitate because they're afraid of making the wrong choice. Let me tell you something, there is no perfect choice. Every decision comes with risks. Every path has unknowns. But the difference between strong men and weak men, strong men decide and adjust. Weak men freeze and wait. Next, practice making decisions fast. Start small. The next time someone asks where you want to eat, pick a place in 3 seconds. Done. The next time you're choosing between 2 shirts, grab one and go. Don't waste time doubting yourself. The more you trust your own judgment, the more natural decision-making becomes. Then, stand by your choices. Own them. Even if things don't go perfectly, never apologize for making a call. If you pick a restaurant and the food isn't great, don't say, oh, man, I messed up. I should have let you pick. No, say, all right, next time, we'll find an even better spot. That's strength. That's confidence. Finally, apply this to bigger decisions in life. Your career, your goals, your relationships. If you're always waiting for the perfect moment, you'll be waiting forever. Decide, move forward, adjust along the way. That's how leaders operate. Women don't just want a strong man, they need one. Not someone to control them, but someone who can be trusted to handle life without fear. A man who can step up when things get uncertain. A man who can lead, not just in relationships, but in his own life. So make the choice right now. Will you keep hesitating, or will you start leading? 3, seeking validation is a sign you don't believe in yourself. You fishing for compliments? You need her to tell you you're good enough? No, no, no. That's not confidence. That's insecurity in disguise. A real man doesn't beg for validation. He moves with quiet confidence. He knows his worth with or without someone else's approval. When you validate yourself, the world has no choice but to respect you. Listen, if you're always looking for someone to tell you you're good enough, you've already lost. A strong man doesn't beg for approval. He doesn't fish for compliments. He doesn't need constant reassurance. Why? Because he validates himself. Too many men walk around waiting for someone to tell them they look good, waiting for someone to tell them they're smart enough, strong enough, worthy enough. And when they don't get that validation, they shrink. They doubt themselves. They start questioning everything. But here's the truth. You will never be truly confident if your confidence depends on other people. Let me ask you something. Who do you wake up for? Who do you work hard for? Who do you build yourself for? If the answer is anyone but yourself, you're setting yourself up for disappointment, because people's opinions change. One day they love you, the next they forget about you. If your worth is tied to their approval, you'll be chasing validation your entire life. So how do you break free? Stop asking, start deciding. Next time you put on an outfit, don't ask, does this look good? Decide. Own it. If you like it, that's all that matters. If you're working on something, your career, your body, your goals, Stop looking for applause. Stop waiting for someone to pat you on the back. Do it because it matters to you. Build inner confidence. Confidence isn't loud. It's not about bragging. It's not about trying to prove something. It's about knowing deep down that you are enough, no matter what anyone says. And that kind of confidence, it comes from keeping promises to yourself. If you say you're going to hit the gym, go. If you say you're going to wake up early and grind, do it. Every time you follow through, you build trust with yourself. And when you trust yourself, you don't need validation from anyone else. Learn to be okay with silence. Some men get uncomfortable when they're not being praised. They over-explain. They try too hard to impress. They talk just to fill the silence. But a strong man, he's comfortable in his own skin. He doesn't rush to prove himself. He lets his actions speak. Set your own standards. What does success look like to you? Not your parents, not your friends, not society, you. Because if you let other people define your worth, you'll always be chasing something that isn't real. So stop waiting for someone to tell you you're great. Be great for yourself. Move with purpose, stand tall, and validate yourself. Because when you do, the world has no choice but to respect you. 4, emotional instability will cost you everything. You let your emotions control you, you snap when you're frustrated, you crumble under pressure. That's weakness, my brother. Strength isn't about hiding your emotions, it's about mastering them. A man who can't control himself can't lead, can't build, can't protect. You want to earn her respect? Keep your composure when the world is falling apart. Listen, if you can't control yourself, you can't control your life. A man who lets his emotions dictate his actions is a man who's at the mercy of the world. And if you're unpredictable, if you snap under pressure, if you crumble when things don't go your way, people notice, women notice. And nothing says weakness like a man who can't handle himself when life gets tough. Now let's get one thing straight. Being strong doesn't mean bottling up your emotions or pretending you don't feel anything. No, real strength is mastering your emotions, not letting them master you. Because life will test you, people will disrespect you, you'll face failure, disappointment, rejection. And in those moments, you have two choices. React emotionally and lose control. Stay calm, stay focused, and handle your business like a man. So how do you develop emotional strength? How do you make sure you stay grounded no matter what happens? Pause before you react. When you feel anger, frustration, or doubt creeping in, pause. Take a breath. The difference between a weak man and a strong man is that a weak man reacts, but a strong man responds. The moment you stop letting your emotions control you, you take back your power. Handle pressure like a leader. Peer pressure is what separates the weak from the strong. When things don't go your way, do you panic? Do you lash out? Or do you adapt and overcome? The strongest men in the world aren't the ones who never struggle. They're the ones who stay composed in the storm. Stop taking everything personally. Listen, people will test you, they'll talk down to you, they'll underestimate you, they'll doubt you. But a man who is truly confident doesn't let that shake him. Why? Because he knows who he is, he doesn't need validation, and he doesn't let small things get under his skin. Weak men argue over every little thing. Strong men choose their battles wisely. Build mental toughness. You get stronger by facing challenges head on. Every time you handle stress without breaking, you get tougher. Every time you push through discomfort instead of quitting, you get better. Growth comes from struggle, but only if you train yourself to stay in control. Lead with logic, not emotion. Emotions are powerful, but they can cloud your judgment. A strong man thinks before he speaks, makes decisions based on logic, and keeps his focus on what really matters. Because when you let emotions rule, you lose control, not just over yourself, but over your relationships, your career, and your future. A man who can control himself can control any situation. So train yourself to stay calm, stay focused, And never let your emotions dictate your actions, because when you master your emotions, you master your life. 5. Lack of purpose makes you forgettable. A man without a mission is a man without a presence. And a man without presence is a man a woman will forget in a heartbeat. What are you building? What are you chasing? What wakes you up in the morning? If you don't have a vision, you're just another body taking up space. Get focused, get disciplined. Because when a man is on a mission, everything and everyone around him takes notice. Listen, if you're drifting through life with no direction, you're invisible. A man without purpose is like a ship without a rudder. He moves, but he's not going anywhere. He's just reacting to life instead of creating his own path. And women, they notice, they can tell when a man has no mission, no vision, no fire inside him. And let me tell you something, nothing is more forgettable than a man with no purpose. But here's the good news. You don't have to stay that way. Decide what you're building. Every strong man is building something, a business, a career, a skill set, a stronger version of himself. It doesn't matter where you start. What matters is that you start. Stop waiting for the perfect idea, the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity. Pick a direction and move. The more you chase, the more clarity you'll find. Set goals that matter. A man without goals is a man without momentum. What do you want your life to look like? Where do you want to be in 5 years? Write it down. Then break it into steps. If you wake up every day without a target, you'll waste your time, your energy, your potential. But a man with a clear goal, he moves differently. Develop an unshakable work ethic. A purpose without action is just a dream. The difference between men who succeed and men who stay stuck, they do the work. They show up even when they don't feel like it. They stay disciplined even when no one is watching. Purpose isn't about motivation, it's about commitment. Stop living for the weekend. Most people wake up on Monday counting down to Friday. That's a weak mindset. A man on a mission, every day is an opportunity. If you hate what you're doing, change it. Build something for yourself. Find something worth grinding for. Because if you're just killing time, you're killing your potential. Cut out distractions. Weak men waste time. They spend hours scrolling, gaming, watching other people live their dreams instead of building their own. Strong men focus. They prioritize what moves them forward. If you're serious about finding purpose, start by cutting out anything that steals your time without giving you value. Move with intent. When you walk into a room, when you shake someone's hand, when you speak, do it with purpose. Be present. Be engaged. Be someone people remember. Because when you have purpose, you carry yourself differently. And trust me, the world takes notice. A man with purpose is unstoppable. He doesn't beg for attention, he commands it. He doesn't chase people, they chase him. So stop drifting, stop waiting, find your mission, and build the life you were meant to live. 6, fear of confrontation means fear of responsibility. You avoid conflict, you let disrespect slide, you let people walk all over you. Then don't be surprised when life treats you like a doormat. Strength isn't about being aggressive, it's about standing your ground. A man who avoids confrontation isn't peaceful, he's powerless. Speak up, set boundaries, defend what matters, because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Listen, if you're not growing, you're dying. A man who doesn't invest in himself is a man who's already lost the battle. If you're coasting through life, doing the bare minimum, avoiding challenges and refusing to improve, women see it. Everyone sees it. And they know exactly what it means. This man has stopped trying. But here's the truth. You don't have to stay stuck. You can level up. You can start today. You just have to make a choice. Will you stay the same, or will you commit to being better every single day? Own your weaknesses and fix them. Weak men ignore their flaws. Strong men face them head on. Ask yourself, what areas of your life need work? Your body, your finances, your mindset? Instead of making excuses, take action. You don't have to fix everything overnight, but you do have to start. Hit the gym, read books, improve your communication skills, learn a new skill. A man who is constantly growing becomes unstoppable. Upgrade your body and your mind. Your body is a reflection of your discipline. If you're out of shape, sluggish, tired all the time, it's because you're not treating yourself like a man who respects himself. Women see it, people see it, and they judge you for it. So get active, move, train, build strength, not just for how it looks, but for how it makes you feel. A strong body fuels a strong mind, and a sharp, focused mind is what separates powerful men from the rest. Develop a hunger for knowledge. A weak man thinks he knows everything. A strong man is always learning. Read books, listen to podcasts, learn from successful people. The more knowledge you have, the more valuable you become, not just to others, but to yourself. Because here's the truth. Ignorance keeps you broke, weak, and stuck. But knowledge gives you options, and options give you power. Surround yourself with winners. You are the sum of the people you spend the most time with. If you're surrounded by lazy, negative, unmotivated people, guess what? You'll become just like them. Find men who challenge you, who push you to do better, who don't let you make excuses. A man who is constantly improving surrounds himself with people who refuse to settle for average. Never get comfortable. The moment you think you've made it is the moment you start declining. Champions don't stop training after one win. They keep grinding. They keep evolving. They stay hungry. So ask yourself, are you moving forward or are you staying the same? Because the world doesn't wait for men who refuse to grow. You were born to be more than average. But it's on you to become the man you're meant to be. So stop waiting. Stop making excuses. Start improving every single day. Because a man who refuses to grow is a man who's already fading away. You weren't born weak. You were taught weakness. But here's the truth. You can unlearn it. You can step up. You can rebuild. Strength is a choice every single day. So stop waiting for permission. Stop apologizing for wanting more. Step into your power, because when you do, the world takes notice. So there you have it. Those are the 6 signs that women can instantly spot when a man is weak. And the kicker is, most men don't even realize they're showing these signals. But the good news is, once you know these signs, you can start making small changes today to strengthen the way you present yourself to the world. The key takeaway is that strength isn't just about what you look like on the outside. It's about how you carry yourself, how you make decisions, how you handle your emotions, and most importantly, how you believe in yourself. Once you start working on these internal signals, you'll be amazed at how your confidence and presence transform. Women and everyone else will take notice. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you recognize any of these signs in yourself, or maybe in someone you know? Drop a comment below and let me know which of these points you think is most important to work on. Let's start a conversation and help each other grow. And if you found this video helpful, don't go anywhere. Click on the next video in this playlist to dive deeper into how you can keep leveling up and building the strongest version of yourself. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Keep growing, keep improving. I'll see you in the next one.